Hello Capricorn, welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie and this is your July reading. And this will be the same type of reading I did as in June. So it covers everything, love, career, money. And I'm going to start off with the major arcana for each section. So the top section will be the You section for the month of July. The bottom two will be love and career respectively. And then I'm going to go into tarot for each section. I have oracle cards for each as well. After tarot for possible outcome, and then oracle decks to go with each section as well. And at the very end, I'm going to pull some cards for yes or no answers to questions that you may have for each section, plus a bonus card for the month. So here we go for tarot for Capricorn. All right, so here we go, 2 cards per section. Oops. Okay, so Capricorn, you. For the month of July, you have the Hierophant. So you're probably going to be learning something, or probably you're going to want to be staying in a status quo traditional way of thinking or behaving, and or it could be a very spiritual card for you. If you're a very religious person, it could have to do with your religion. Maybe you'll be very involved with religion this month. You have the King of Swords and the Page of Wands. So King of Swords is about being analytical. You could almost say that the Hierophant could also be a very analytical card, but with an element of spirituality. But definitely there's a strong sense of being, letting go of anything that could be dramatic in your life at this point. Focus on facts. And don't be afraid to communicate, to take action. Use the King of Swords energy to get your message across. If you have to cut things out, you have to cut things out. Based on maybe traditional values or based on higher learnings, things that you found out that you're learning about as you're moving along the month. And then you end up with the Page of Wands, which is passion, a new passion for something, which I don't know yet what it is, but something really ignites you and you start talking about it. We have the Clouds. The Clouds is about confusion. And then we have the letter. So a letter will put an end to some confusion. A letter is a form of communication. So we have the King of Swords. So take this letter to the letter. And also, look at every word and what the words mean. Don't put any emotions in the text. Just look at the facts to be able to make too many cards, to be able to make a decision based on that. It probably is something that's really a good offer coming your way, but you need to read the fine print. Too many cards again. Let me just grab, okay, this one here. And the card that came out is card number 45, and it's called Empowerment. So this information is going to empower you. Empower you. There's a sun that's rising. So there are a few clouds, but the sun has precedence. The sun is clearing up that cloudiness, and it's going to empower you to make the right choices moving forward. Not too sure what about. We'll see. Maybe the love and career and money are going to explain that further, but let's move on to those sections now. So Capricorn, for love, you have the Wheel. Things are changing. We have the World, so putting an end to an old cycle, an old relationship, an old way of thinking maybe, to start something new, more stable. Fixed signs, the 4 fixed signs are there, so to me it's a more stable energy. The Wheel is also typically associated with the 4 fixed signs. So this is a permanent change in love that's happening. Maybe it's a mindset, but let's just assume that there's a positive change occurring that helps you put an end to a way of thinking, a way of acting, or maybe even the end of a relationship, so you can start something new. And the something new is that you're going to a better place. You've got the Six of Swords. So you're actually putting some of those worries in the past, because you're not going to be getting off the boat with all 6 of those swords. So you're leaving some drama, some confusion, you're leaving some thoughts behind. And you're now empowered. I think this has most likely have to do with love. This part up here. You need to be analytical about it. You have engagement ring that came out. And that's about commitment. It's about a partnership. It's about a completion as well. It says, heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So, maybe there was a lot of confusion in your relationship. Maybe you've been waiting. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for some action to occur in terms of a commitment with your partner. And that caused a lot of confusion, a lot of worries on your part, and a lot of confusion. And I think that by engaging in these conversations, remember, there's going to be a message, some kind of a message, and it most likely is you. You're going to require, or they are, either or, are going to require a conversation to be had to put away this confusion, have this heart-to-heart conversation, so that there is further commitment. So it's going to change the mindset. It's going to change the situation. And it's going to free you up emotionally speaking. And, worries are going to go dissipate. So it's going to help the situation. For career and money, we have the Devil. So, okay. The Wheel of Fortune and Justice. To me, because this is in the Devil is in your financial, career and money section, it's about being a workaholic. It's about being in a toxic job where you may not have a whole lot of work-life balance. You're working too much. But it looks like things are going to change. It looks like things will definitely change. You have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. A little bit of luck comes your way. It makes you change a situation. And it's for permanency, because you have the 4 fixed signs in the corners. And it's something that's just and fair for you. So I really like this. So I think, maybe one of the elements, because things need to be balanced, right? Love and career need to be balanced in a life. I think maybe the fact that you're working so much was what was distracting your partner from having this ability to commit to you. And after this heart-to-heart conversation that you're having with them, you're going to be able to put that into perspective and think about it and say, yeah, they're right. Maybe I spend way too much time with my work. Because you have concern here, the card of concern. So something is being communicated for which you will have concerns. It's going to send you on this thought pattern. Here we have Skunk Spirit, know your worth. Card number 54. Maybe you do need to talk to your employer. Maybe you need to have a better work-life balance situation in order for your love life to be as successful. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. To me, I think they're all connected now. It has to do with your work pulling you away from the ability to be maybe more present in your love relationship. And some level of communication is coming that's going to help empower you to make these changes and to request these changes from your employment or employer. Let's go with After Tarot now for each section as a potential outcome. For you, we have the 5 of Wands. So what once was chaotic, now you stand up and you are in position to take control. And people are going to listen to you. You have the information to empower you to be a leader, to have leadership, to be able to do what you got to do. Oh, in love, the 10 of Wands. So a burden is released. That's very good. Whoops. And at work, we have the Empress. That's abundance. That's kind of like a positive card, stating that whatever is needing to happen here is going to be bringing you some significant abundance over time, and it's going to be perpetual. You don't have to worry about the outcome on that perspective. And the 10 of Wands here for the love section is a good card to have, because in this deck, 9 wands are dropped. So it's kind of like 9 things that were bothering you, that were, you're carrying the heavy load with you all this time. They're now dropped. You can now focus on the one wand. Some of the work is dissipating. Maybe you have to learn to delegate. Maybe you're a manager and you don't delegate well. You need to learn how to delegate. You need to push on some of the responsibilities to someone else. And that's going to help you now to focus on your love. I really like this for you, Capricorn. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, I forgot. General energies for the month. Okay, we have this girl who's like a ballet dancer, it looks like, but she's stuck from the waist down in ice. She's stuck. So to me, I see this as this is how you feel. You feel you're stuck. You need to perform. You're like the artist. You are the one that everyone looks at or depends on, particularly at work. You're stuck. You need to put in some new energy so that ice melts. Some different energy so that the ice melts and you can be free. So it may be having to have this conversation, putting things into perspective with you and your spouse or lover, and then taking the action that's necessary to make that change so that you are freed up. Okay, let's leave it there. All right, to the questions section. So I'm going to ask you to ask 3 questions for each section. So for the you, there's going to be a card. The questions need to be addressed with a yes or no answer. That's question number 2 for love. For career and money, question number 3. This is the card. Oh, there's 2. I'll take the top one for that. And this will be card number 4, which is a general question of any choice pertaining to any topic. All right, so let's start with question number 1. The answer is yes, peaceful resolution. That's good. Question number 2. Ask for help from others. Yes, but ask for help from others. Okay. Question number 3. The answer is yes, communicate clearly. So the help from others here, if it's pertaining to what was pulled already on the deck, is the help from others is most likely the help from spirit, your God, whoever you believe in, or from your partner. Ask for help. You need help, but the outcome is peaceful resolution. You guys are going to come to an answer, a solution. But when you're going to be communicating with your employer, make sure that you communicate clearly. That's what it's saying. If your questions were related to the reading. Okay, if it had nothing to do with the reading, no big deal. Just take the answers as they were. So here, for the last question, question number 4, it's yes if you believe. All right, my dear Capricorn, I hope you like this. If it resonated or you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already and you want to hear more from me in the future, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. You will be notified next time I upload. So until next time, until August, you take care, Capricorn. Bye-bye.